Cristiano Ronaldo did not earn his last league title. That's not a conspiracy theory. That's not a bitter fan talking online. That's what his opponents said, publicly, with their names attached. Professional footballers, playing in the same league, watching it happen from the inside. And when they spoke up, the league tried to destroy them for it. This is what really happened inside the Saudi Pro League title race of 2026. To understand what happened, you need to understand what Ronaldo means to Saudi football. In January 2023, Cristiano Ronaldo signed for Al Nassr, a club most of the world had never heard of, based in Riyadh, playing in a league that had zero global audience. The moment he signed, everything changed. His shirt sales were instant. His social media following dragged millions of new eyes onto a league that had previously existed in complete obscurity. Broadcasters that had never aired a Saudi match were suddenly paying attention. The Saudi Pro League didn't just sign a footballer, they signed a global brand, a living marketing machine worth billions in attention. But that deal came with an unspoken pressure. If Ronaldo doesn't win, if he finishes the season as a loser, the entire narrative collapses. The investment looks embarrassing. The league looks like a retirement home for fading stars. The Saudi league needed Ronaldo to win, badly. And in April 2026, with the title race at its tightest, that need apparently became a problem. April 8th, 2026, Al Ahly versus Al Fayha. Al Ahly were in the title race, just points behind Al Nassr, Ronaldo's club. This match was everything. Win it and the pressure goes back on Al Nassr. Drop points and the title effectively goes. They dropped points. 1-1, a draw. But it wasn't the result that caused the storm. It was how they got there. 3 separate penalty appeals, all denied, including a blatant handball in the 98th minute, caught on camera, reviewed by VAR, and still waved away. Toney, England international Al Ahly striker, confronted the officials after the match. And the referee's response? Focus on the AFC Champions League. In other words, stop worrying about this title race. It's not yours to win. Toney couldn't believe it. He said publicly, and I'm quoting him directly, "It is as clear as day." But it was his teammate Galeno who went further. Galeno posted on X in Portuguese for the world to see. "Hand over the trophy. That's what they want. They want to knock us out of the championship by any means necessary. They want to hand the trophy to one person. A total lack of respect for our club." One person. Everyone knew who he meant. What happened next showed exactly how much power was at stake. Within hours of Galeno's post, reports emerged that Al Nassr, Ronaldo's club, were preparing to file an official complaint against both Toney and Galeno with the Saudi Disciplinary Committee. Think about that. The players didn't fight anyone. They didn't break any rules on the pitch. They spoke. And the club they were accusing of benefiting from referee bias tried to have them punished for speaking. Under Saudi football regulations, casting doubt on refereeing integrity carries a potential 12-month ban and a fine of 300,000 riyals. Toney and Galeno were facing suspension for telling the truth. Al Ahly responded by releasing a formal statement. They demanded the league release the full VAR audio recordings from that match. Every communication between the video referees and the on-field officials. Every decision explained. Those recordings were never released publicly. And here's where it gets darker. Because this wasn't the first time Ronaldo's name had appeared near a match-fixing investigation. Back in Spain, during Ronaldo's years at Real Madrid, a criminal investigation known as Operation Oikos swept through La Liga. 10 arrests. Allegations of fixed results across the 2016-17 and 2017-18 seasons. Ronaldo wasn't charged, but the investigation existed, and it circled a league he dominated during that exact period. 2 countries, 2 leagues, 2 separate investigations. Let that land for a moment. None of them connected, none of them coordinated, none of them with any reason to say the same thing. And yet they all did. Different languages, different countries, different years. One name running through all of it, like a thread you're not supposed to pull. Now, does that mean Ronaldo fixed matches? No, there is no proven direct involvement. But it raises a question that nobody in football wants to ask out loud. When the biggest star in a league needs to win, how far does that pressure travel? The match between Al Nassr and Al Ahly came a few weeks later. Al Nassr won 2-0. Ronaldo scored. Merih Demiral, Al Ahly's Turkish international defender, stood on the pitch at full time, visibly furious. He didn't hold back. It looks clear the referees help Al Nassr. They want them to win. 3 separate players, 3 separate statements, all saying the same thing, all risking their careers to say it. Al Nassr finished the season as champions. Ronaldo lifted the Saudi Pro League trophy. The VAR audio was never released. The referee who told Toney to focus on the AFC faced no public disciplinary action. The league issued no formal investigation into the claims. Toney and Galeno were the ones facing punishment for speaking. Al Ahly's formal complaint went nowhere. And Ronaldo, the man at the centre of every accusation, said nothing. Not a word. In football, silence is often the loudest answer. Whether referees were deliberately influenced, whether the pressure of protecting a billion-dollar investment quietly shaped decisions in crucial moments, we may never know for certain. But the players who were on that pitch, who looked the referees in the eye, who watched those decisions get made in real time, they know what they saw. The players spoke. The league tried to silence them. And Ronaldo said nothing. If you didn't know this story before today, subscribe, because there are 50 more like it, and we're just getting started. And drop a comment below. Do you think Ronaldo knew? Let me know what you think. If this story made you angry, the next video is worse. Because this is just one scandal in a sport built on them. Click the next video and find out how deep this goes.